1, 2, 3, 4.
Boys.
This is
The Kie-Qi Report.
brought to you by
Frankie.
and Ricky. We're gonna have a Kie-Qi. The Kie-Qi Report is going to be a report of just two local artists who decided a lot's going on in the world that we need to tell how we feel about. You know, politics, events.
We just want to have our voice heard. We've been working very long, very hard in our craft and our career, especially in the state of New York City and particularly the Bronx. And a lot of times, you know, artists like ourselves who work very hard, people glaze over because, you know, we're not out there being ratchet and shady and just all out, just crude. But however,
yeah.
today, you know, we're gonna have our say, but you know, there may be some shade, maybe some crudeness, but all in, you know,
It's all truth. It's all our truth. It may not be what you want to hear, but you can always press pause or stop or go to someone else's page that's gonna say what you want them to say. However, we're not gonna do that.
or an emoji that's like, you know, that one.
Right. So these are gonna be truths. I'm not gonna put anything out there that is unkind. It's a truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. I'm not gonna put anything out there that's not helpful. I'm going to put stuff out there that is truth. Sometimes the truth.
But also, you know, we're gonna have our segments that'll be, you know, fun. We have the As Friends segment.
As a friend.
As a friend.
As a friend, yeah. You know, sometimes there's the people out there who you're like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. You're great. But as a friend, girl.
And then we have, you know, of course, since we're both singers, we're going to share our gifts with you to top that off, to,
Absolutely.
you know, shed light on what we do as singers and artists. Here.
Promotion, absolutely.
So what are we talking about today, Alfie?
On April 12th, the Pentagon initiated the transgendered military ban in accordance with the Trump administration. This plan returns the U.S. military restrictions on LGBTQ service people and bring us back to the dark days of don't ask, don't tell. You have any opinions on that?
First off, it's just another disgusting attempt at the management in this country to set us back decades in progress. And secondly, it's very sad to see men and women or trans individuals, or just individuals basically, who are actually doing something positive in this world, be ostracized. It's very sad because they're giving up so much and sacrificing so much for all of us, whether we're straight, gay, bi, queer, and the list goes on. But to have, you know, us or the people running this country not just like shun them and throw them out to pasture, to the garbage, after they've given up so much of themselves to protect us. Mm-hmm. It's very unfair. It's an ugly demonstration that, you know, manifests, you know, this hatred that we see already happening. And it just sets a tone, you know, we're supposed to be progressing as a people, and now we're being set back yet again in you know, another sense, and it's not going to be anything promising for the future for any of us.
I agree. It's like, how dare we? These people want to fight and or die for this country that they love so much. Who the hell are we to tell them that they can't? These are just natural, everyday people who want to serve their country. A lot of us don't want to. I'm not gonna lie. I will serve my country by voting, but when you're gonna ask me to pick up a gun and go fight, no, I'm sorry.
I can't shoot a gun.
I don't want to.
I'm terrified.
I'm even bad at duck hunt, so I don't even know. No, I have that dog laughing at me. He. No, bitch. Really? And you want me to go and fight for a country?
And not only, I mean, not just you, there are plenty of people, whatever background you come from, who don't have that, edge in them that they are able to go out there and shoot guns and put their lives on the line, and sacrifice things like family and their environment, etc. From whatever walk of life. So I think we should be behind people no matter where you come from. Like, this is not about it's not a color issue, a gender issue. This is for us as a country, as civilization. This is something that we shouldn't be like picking and choosing who will go and who won't go. Because say you move all those individuals out who are identified transgender, then what are you left with? What are you left with? People that are really like dedicated. I mean, you can take someone and say, oh, you're going because you're straight, but they may go and they lack the skills or the mindset or the mental capacity, or
They even want to. They lack
or the
want.
desire. And it's not just about troops that are going to like fight. You also have to have like things like empathy and compassion, because you're going here. It's not about blowing things up. Like, you're going here to protect as well, and people don't have that either. So I really don't understand the logic behind this, other than it's just a nasty pursuit, under the direction of the man and the people who are running this country now, to just destroy the fabric of what this country is supposed to be, and the humanity and everything else. And if we all don't come together to understand this, like, we don't always have to agree on each other, but we do have to remember we're all a part of this human race.
Yeah.
And if you destroy one part of it, you're destroying all of it. If you're destroying it just for selfish gain and just ignorance, you're destroying all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And also with that, speaking of destroying, this is going to bring up hate crimes. Already it has crime. This is telling the American people that it's okay to not like transgender people. It's okay to be against the transgender people. This is going to bring up a lot of hate crimes. Suicide rates, depression, anxiety. Think about it. So now these people who live in this country who want to fight can't fight for it. And those that are going around who didn't like us already, not us, but didn't like them already, are going to be like, see, our president doesn't want them in the military, so we shouldn't either. We shouldn't even want them as neighbors. So it's going to bring up a lot of hate crimes. I just foresee it. I foresee it. This country has a lot of hate crimes that go under the radar anyway, and now this one is just going to make that double. So
I know what I heard this week. One of the nasty angles that kind of it motivates them to have come to this decision is that they're saying that transgenders are only joining the service, the armed forces, because that way they can finance their surgeries. And if that is even the case, what's the difference? They're working, they're earning that money.
Right.
And someone brought up a great point. It's just, how about for years the number of people who just went to the service because they had nothing else to look forward to. So they'll go to the service, they'll get compensated, and they pay for all their schooling.
Right.
And they won't have to worry about loans and financial aid and places to live, etc. So they've escaped to the armed services, for those benefits. Which, you know what? You're putting your life on the line. I'm gonna give you whatever is deserved to you. So the same difference. If someone goes to this armed services, and maybe why not? Like, if that was the point to get like medical care.
Absolutely.
I work. I'm working, like, not the same people don't work, but I work. And I work at Columbia University Medical Center in the medical field. For 12 years, you know what? I get $500 for the year. $500.
That doesn't cost.
Doesn't cover one specialist visit
at all.
If I was really sick, forget it. Hey, I would join the service just to get some medical care. So why are we, going to look or frown upon, the trans community? Not saying if they are, if they aren't, but what does it matter? They're putting in their dues. They're working hard and they're sacrificing and putting their lives in line for it. So what's the point? Like, they're earning it, is what I'm
Absolutely.
trying to say. They're earning it. What is your care about it? Like, what is it?
And what also grinds my gears about that, what gets my goat, is the people within the LGBTQIA community who are supporting Trump. The man that you're supporting, this is what he did. The man that promised you all these things, this is what he did. So, way to go. And this goes to producers, entertainers, and anybody. You thought you were doing right because he promised you all this money. He's promised you, oh, I'm gonna make sure people make money this year. People, have you seen? Because this is for local New York City. Have you seen the homeless rate in the streets? I don't know the numbers, percentage or statistics wise, but all I know is that every day when I go to work, there are more and more homeless people there than there used to be since we've had this man in office. Think about that.
We have to stand up for each other. And if we just turn a blind cheek and let, laws like this go forward, it's going to destroy. There's going to be a point of no return. And everyone is going to suffer in the end.
Absolutely. But you know what doesn't bring a tear to my eye? Singers. Well, not the singers that support Trump. They make me cry and vomit sometimes. But no, so there's a singer in the community. His name is Vega. He is on Spotify. You can find him on iTunes. You can find him on the YouTube. You can find him on Facebook. On Instagram. Look him up. Jesse Vega, Jesse. Look him up. He just released a single called Let Me Be, is it?
No, just Let Me.
Let Me. He just released it yesterday. So today is Saturday the 13th. And he released it yesterday on the 11th. Can we hear a little snippet of it? Maybe we'll play.
Absolutely. Let me just get into his IG.
I will let you.
And there's our Jesse Vega.
Ooh.
Little bright lights. There, yay, Jesse Vega. Of the Bronx.
He is such a powerhouse of inspiration. He's a power. He has drive like I haven't seen.
He's such a go-getter
at all.
Such a go-getter.
If he wants to do something, he's gonna go and do it. He's not one of these all talk. I'm gonna do this. No, he wants it done. He's like, "Fuck, did it. Let's get it done."
He does.
I want to write a song overnight. Let's go.
A dancer.
Mm-hmm.
He's a producer.
Yes.
He's a talk show host. He's an actor. He's done a number of independent films.
He's a J-Lo enthusiast. He's a huge Jennifer Lopez fan.
Enthusiast.
His nickname is J-Ho, which he calls himself. I'm not speaking out of turn.
Well, he's done that. He's tried to steer away from that, which I commend because he doesn't want to have that stigma over his own brand. So that was something he did earlier. Was doing early in his career. So
my bad. My bad.
No. I mean, it's still a fact.
Right.
But I just want to put it out there. But now he's venturing into music. He's probably been doing it for the past 4 years, I think.
Sure.
And he released his first album about 3 years ago. His first album, and it did well. It did really well.
Okay.
He had a very cute song there called "Beat Your Face."
Beat Your Face. I like the remix.
A fun concept about that beat your face, this line for putting makeup on your face.
So it's not about domestic violence.
Great video. He had an iconic Bronx artist in there, drag queen, Miss Apollonia Cruz. She was in that.
I know her.
Yeah. They filmed part of it in her apartment over there in Parkchester.
Oh my
Not too far from here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, not too far from here.
Right.
So that was one of the first singles he did, and then his what was the single he had last year?
He'll Never Be Me.
No, that was and last year was He'll Never Be Me.
Yes.
That was a cool song. I love the idea that he had his angle was playing on being straight. And then I heard there was some controversy about the video, about the content, the lyrical content.
Well, there's another artist who has a strong feeling that the song's about him. So I don't want to...
Oh, we'll definitely talk about him on a segment.
Segment.
He's a really good friend of ours.
Absolutely.
But he felt strongly that the song was kind of a diss track to him.
And who knows? It might be. We don't know.
Anyway, his new single was called "Let Me," and it's kind of like a Caribbean island kind of tropical beat. Let's take a listen. Let's hear it. We'll give our thoughts, and then you can obviously give your thoughts.
Yeah.
Come to me, I'll make you see where all of your desires, imagination flows freely. Let me take my hand and dance to the beat. Damn, you fly so sexy, come and grind this body. Let me kiss your neck, your lips tenderly. I don't care who's watching, so just let me. So come to.
All right. How do you feel about that? You know, you as an artist also.
No, I'm more of an R&B guy, and I like hip hop. But I think the beat is fun. I think if you heard it somewhere, if you were in a club or obviously like the picture is palm trees and stuff. So if I was in a tropical place, it'd be fun.
Right.
However, I think this brings us to our
As a friend.
as a friend part of the show where we give our opinions on this. It's all over the place. I think let me fix it, let me fine tune it, let me
Let me find a different producer. The music is great. The lyrics are great. The vocals isn't that it's bad, but I feel like a lot of this happens in New York City and anywhere that you produce music, or if you self-produce and you don't want to hear anybody's outside opinion, or producers that just take your money. Key-wise, like I'm not trying to be Simon Cowell, but it is all over the place. It's sharp in places, it's flat in places, and I think the producer, before having it released, and or Jesse himself, if he produced himself, I don't know, should have let other people hear it and gotten their honest opinion. I don't mean yes men. I don't mean like, oh yeah, girl, it's good. No. These are people who are gonna tell you the truth to your face. Like I'm gonna tell you, did that sound good? Yes.
No,
yes,
look at. I mean, I've been in the studio. Look, let me tell you, in the studio, you even like the best of vocalists. You work on it. I have sung flat. I've screeched or tried to note that like, oh, it didn't work. Let me fix this. However, he said he scrapped this, and it's been a couple years since he put it out. So I would think that in a couple years, like this sounds like we went into the basement and banged some pots and pans, and we like had some drinks, and we're like doing some karaoke.
It sounded rushed. It did sound rushed, but like I said, it's the concept of the melody, the concept of the verses and the chorus, it's catchy, but it is, when you feel like it should be here, it's over here. And the music doesn't follow his voice. Either the music needs to be turned according to his voice, or his voice needs to come up. I'm a big believer in never stop sharpening your craft. I am a member of a gospel choir because I love to worship in song, and I also love to sharpen my craft. I have taken voice lessons, I have taken cabaret vocal lessons, I have taken some, and I'm still taking them. Always sharpen your craft. You're never better than what you ought to be.
And look, you know what? The first thing about anything is like believe in yourself, and he does believe in himself.
I believe in him too. His drive.
I think he has the art to do this. However, I've talked with Jesse about vocals before, and I've given him some advice. I mean, it could be a good song if he just went back in, maybe had some guidance, a vocal coach or something.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is representative of the work he
right
wants
and
to put out there.
I'm there.
But look, if you love it, and we love Jesse, you can definitely go on to the Spotify and iTunes.
He's also up for
YouTube and whatnot.
He's also
and download that from Jesse. It's called Let Me.
Let Me. He's also up for, I think, not this song but the last song. He's up for an award for a local artist, LDM, I believe, LDM.com or LDM.org, not sure.
And you can go vote for him. I voted for him.
I did too.
I will vote for him.
He's a local artist who has so much enthusiasm, so much drive. He has so much to offer. So I'm like, you know what? If you like it, I love it. So.
And he's from the Bronx. We're gonna support him.
Absolutely.
We're gonna support him because we're two artists from the Bronx.
Yes.
So again, let me go on. Any of those downloading things. I'm too old to even know any what any of those are. You know what they are.
I don't either.
But Spotify, iTunes, and you can definitely download it.
On the AOL, who
Jesse,
knows?
all level day to you. Keep
Yes.
up the hard work.
Absolutely.
This song here, we want to dedicate to the trans community.
Yes.
We love you very much, and we're supporting you.
We see you, we
because
hold you.
if one of us is suffering, we all suffer.
Absolutely.
And
An injury to one is an injury to all.
And we just want to, I will say all love all day. And so this is Bette Midler's The Rose, because you are the rose among the thorns.
Acapulco.
Acapulco. Can I have a sip of my
Please do. Yep, 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 yep.
Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and you, it's only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taking, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember that in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies a seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. Thank you. All love all day.
Tune in next time.
Kie-Qi Report. I'm Frankie.
I'm Ricky.
And this is the Kie-Qi Report.
Thanks so much. Tune in next time where we'll have even hotter topics for you.
Thank you.
Bye.